Moving over to the all-charged United States presidential election, this is a neck-and-neck race for the hot seat to the White House. U.S. President Donald Trump has managed to cling on to key battleground states of Florida, Texas and Ohio. Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden has now managed to bag Arizona, a first Democratic presidential win since the 1996. Remember, counting is still on. A definite answer is still not come, but these are trends, early trends that showing Biden leading, but with a very narrow margin. All eyes on Pennsylvania now as the mail-in ballot count is behind schedule and no one can say anything just as yet. Addressing the media, Trump hailed all his poll wins so far, saying that people voted in record numbers for him. He also expressed confidence of winning Pennsylvania and Georgia as well. Joe Biden, though, said that he will fight the battle to the end, asked voters to keep faith. Results show Democratic presidential-elect Joe Biden leading over Trump again with a very narrow margin. Biden has so far won 238 electoral college votes and Trump 213. There are currently 538 electors and the absolute majority, or the number that you need to win here, is 270, which either Biden or Trump needs to win this presidential polls.
We believe one of the nets has suggested we've already won Arizona, but we're confident about Arizona. That's a turnaround. We could know the results as early as tomorrow morning, but it may take a little longer. As I've said all along, it's not my place or Donald Trump's place to declare who's won this election. That's the decision of the American people. But I'm optimistic about this outcome.
Somebody declared that it was a victory for, and maybe it will be. I mean, that's possible. But certainly there were a lot of votes out there that we could get because we're now just coming into what they call Trump territory. I don't know what you call it, but these were friendly Trump voters. And that could be overturned. The gentleman that called it, I watched tonight, he said, well, we think it's fairly unlikely that he could catch. Well, fairly unlikely. I spoke with the really wonderful governor of Texas just a little while ago, and Greg Abbott, he said, congratulations. He called me to congratulate me on winning Texas. I mean, we won Texas. I don't think they finished quite the tabulation, but there's no way. And it was almost complete, but he congratulated me. Then he said, by the way, what's going on? I've never seen anything like this. Can I tell you what? Nobody has.
I'm here to tell you tonight, we believe we're on track to win this election. We knew because of the unprecedented early vote and the mail-in vote that it's going to take a while. We're going to have to be patient until the hard work of tallying the votes is finished. And it ain't over till every vote is counted, every ballot is counted. But we're feeling good. We're feeling good about where we are.
Well, we heard both the presidential candidates, one the incumbent, the other who is expecting. Here, both of them sound confident. Joe Biden, not really boasting of a victory as yet, says that he has faith. He asks his voters the same. You have Trump already claiming victory. Trump says that he, first of all, does not believe in the counting of mail-in ballots. He says that it could be flawed and that he will go to court. He won't accept the verdict. He will go to court. And that's what leaves people in the United States in a worry, if at all the announcement to a presidential candidate for America will take longer. And this is by now, ideally, the results should have come out, but clearly it's taking a little longer. Here you have Trump already claiming victory in several of the states, but now it all comes down to the key swing states, which means Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, you have Michigan, North Carolina. These are states that Trump has to win. If at all, he needs to claim power the second term. This is Donald Trump there, who's the incumbent, who's hoping for a re-election. He's hoping to be re-elected there to the United States of America. And then you have Joe Biden there taking up all the flaws over the Trump regime in the last 5 years, claiming that Trump, most importantly, on top of their list, while he hits out at Trump, is the COVID-19 pandemic mishandling. This is Joe Biden's Trump card, more likely. And here we're looking at a neck-and-neck fight. Again, surveys, early predictions showed that it was Joe Biden who would ideally be victorious. Sweeping victory is what was predicted. Many of the poll predictions said Joe Biden would win easily. It would be easy game for him this time. But clearly, none expected that this would be such a hot fight, a neck-and-neck fight between Trump and Joe Biden. Geeta Mohan joining us again to give us perspectives. Geeta, over to you. Take us through the excitement. And it's taking long. We're only, one believes that this could take a little longer, considering that Trump has already announced that he's not going to accept the mail-in ballot votes. He's going to go to court, if anything. What does this really mean? Is on one hand, Trump already declares victory. On the other hand, he's being resisted.
Well, now it has come down to a few very important states. We know that the Democrat strongholds have gone the Democrat way, Republican strongholds have gone the Republican way. There is Arizona, that is a flip state. 11 electoral votes have gone to the Democrats. So for Donald Trump right now, it is essential to see where Pennsylvania, which is a much later, a state that will be decided much later, where that goes. But before Michigan and Wisconsin, which earlier looked like it was going Trump's way, now somehow is moving towards the Democrats. So Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania are states to really watch out for. And if they go, if Michigan and Wisconsin go Democrats' way, then it is going to be very difficult for Donald Trump to cobble up the numbers. So we'll have to wait and see where that's headed and what really happens.
Michigan and Wisconsin, Geeta, is a Democratic stronghold, is it?
They were both swing states, so they were up for grabs. And last time around, it went to the Republicans. We know that for Trump, he had to defend all these states, whereas for the Democrats, they had to ensure that they take them. And that's why the task for Donald Trump with the coronavirus pandemic has been an uphill one. It has been a difficult ask, and also remember what the pollsters and what the polls were saying they were not very confident about Trump anyway. And in that scenario, the numbers that he's managed to put up on that board are significant. It's quite an impressive number at this point in time. Even if he loses, he will certainly not be conceding, but even if he loses, the numbers with which he would be losing would be very, very close to what the Democrats have managed to cobble up, despite the coronavirus pandemic, the foreign policy disasters, the way Trump has been, senior votes moving because of the whole character and decency issue, Black Lives Matter. Despite all of that, if you're seeing Trump really gain in the manner in which Trump has gained, it certainly speaks volumes of where America is headed and the trends are headed. So a lot of polls certainly got it wrong.
Right, Geeta, thank you very much.